Okay, and then you have another one. One guy invited me for a cool picnic in the park. He prepared everything, nice food, nice plates, blanket, and just during the day we were sitting in the nice park. That's not as elaborate as some of this other shit. Not as expensive as this other shit.
No, he bought very nice.
Can I ask you a question though? Was that just a one-time date?
Yeah, that was one-time date.
So that's 4 examples of guys doing the most, doing all this extra shit.
Oh, bitch, all these rooms.
Yeah, and they enjoyed. We enjoyed conversation.
And you ask every one of those guys how they feel about how it turned up. Every one of them will say it was great time. It is fantastic, and they are grateful. Okay, so
that's fine, but couldn't, like, if they had just met you for coffee, I mean, that it could have also...
Of course, absolutely, it can be super cool. It was theirs idea. Let's go for a picnic, for example.
But let me ask you a question. Like, these guys, how many dates like this do they need to go on before finding the one? Because let's say they go on 1 date a month, and one of these guys flew to you, and you went to Lake Tahoe, Yosemite. That's maybe like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. He does that once a month. This guy is spending tens of thousands of dollars a month in the pursuit of women, in the pursuit, like, bro, my dude, have you tried the beach, son? Have you tried the beach? Just go to the beach. What's up, girl? You want to go to the beach? Let's go to the beach. There's sand.
Good.
We can touch the sand.
Yes, it's good. You need to bring something.
Look, it's good for you. You've gone a bunch of...
That type of gentleman is not well spoken as you are, so it is much harder for him to get to talk
English
to
is my
women.
second language. I stumble over my...
I'm talking about, like, he doesn't
have RIZZ? He's got no RIZZ?
Introvert.
You're saying he's got to make up for the lack of RIZZ by doing this shit?
It is not easy for him to communicate. He doesn't have the experience with women. No experience. Almost none.
I mean, if you want to be a little extra and you want... Go play pool. So when you play, like, go play pool.
Alone.
So for him, it is actually a good thing.
Mini
it is
golf,
more
maybe?
like practice of
extra,
dating and understanding and communication and everything.
Yo, you dudes, you guys here, I don't know if you're watching, probably not, but yo, I will give you the game, guys. I will give you the RIZZ. I'll give you the RIZZ. Okay.
I think whatever
RIZZ,
works.
Brian.
What's up?
I said, get RIZZ, Brian. Show some game.
I'm the fucking Rizzler.
Let's see.
I don't think we've seen any RIZZ yet.
Oh, I've RIZZed.
Do it.
Have you?
I've done some RIZZ.
No balls. Still you won't do it right
no
now.
No balls?
No,
what
right.
the fuck?
You won't do it right now.
I'll show you balls.
That's disgusting. You don't even
You don't
eat
like
pussy.
balls? What's wrong with balls?
You don't eat pussy, so I don't want to see your balls.
I wasn't not literally about to stand up, be like, check this out, Mandy. Check it.
Your child would love it. Your child would love it if you did that. They want to see your balls so badly.
I don't think
so.
I don't think so. I'm not sure about that. I think, let me see if there's any other notes. I would just say, for all those guys, good for you that you got these experiences. If they're happy with it, hey, who am I to judge?
Why are they not happy? Because if they offered,
they got rejected.
They offered it, but they offered.
It is what it is, though.
It is not about only show off in front of a woman. It's about spending time nicely and see how it goes.
Here, it's not a perfect example, but like, let's say you had sex with a guy and then he rejected you after, like he just fucked you once and then ghosted you.
If he dated
and
me
he
2 months, for example, if he dated me 2 months, for example,
sure.
right? He told me that we are boyfriend, girlfriend, and so on and so on. It will not be possible that he will fuck me once and then say, okay, bye-bye. Because
sure.
Until then, we will be already in
love.
But
it's a little different, but I imagine, like, that's perhaps how men feel.
That's why I don't have hookups. I'm not interested,
Sure, okay. I'm just curious, like, why didn't it work with any of these guys? These guys all did all this extra shit.
Because I'm looking for my husband, for the person who I would love to spend my life with, There are cool guys, nice guys, but, when you don't feel, sometimes you feel kind of that, for example, with someone, you can probably meet one more, but with one guy, he is out of country for business, and we can't meet, for example. I would love to meet again if you will invite me, and something like that. So it's about feeling who is your person. And some of the guys, they didn't ask me back for a date, which is totally fine, you know. We're not like money banknote to be loved by everyone, you know. It's fine. Was I sad? Yes, I also was sad, you know, like, you give me a red pill, please, you know.
Metaphorical red pill. Wait, are there, like, I know you only provided those few examples, but are there other, like, you don't have to tell me the details, but like, have you had other experiences similar to those where these guys are, you know, maybe getting you a gift or taking you on a trip or doing all this extra shit?
How about asking her if she gives them gifts?
Exactly.
Because she does.
I does too.
On the first date?
I do too. You know.
Okay. All right.
She cannot give much, so she would order something like personalized, you know, thing and so on. So it's
okay.
One guy celebrated couple of years, let's say several years sobriety, and I ordered him a cup, a personalized cup for coffee.
I don't know. It just seems like
it was first date.
It just seems clear evidence that even if you do all this extra stuff, it really doesn't doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's why you don't do it.
If you have to be the end, it's just the beginning. She just got here. She's just trying to even understand the culture and everything.
And you know, we need all to see, I think, dates or something like that, or meeting people just as a time that we spend in a nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like with nice people. For example, you can always choose to invite a girl for a dinner or eat alone because you don't want to pay, for example, right?
Sure.
So, but if it's a good company and you're enjoyed, why to consider this dinner failed? Why? Maybe you will find a friend, maybe you will find a partner, maybe you will find something else, you know. I think we do put too much pressure to this. Oh, I bought her coffee, or I bought her a meal. Oh my God, I put such a lot of efforts. Or no, coffee is cheaper. You know, but you can offer this thing and this too, and it will not cause any damage in your pocket, right? Or she also can pay and bring coffee for you the next day, for example, right? So it is just, I believe in kindness and energy exchange. If we put kind things to people, you know, they also come up with all these offers. Let's go there, just let's go. It doesn't mean that I need to give something back. But during these meetings, I try to, you know, to show my appreciation, my happiness, to talk to these people deeply. Sometimes they share really hard stories to me about their lives, and some of my words of support also can be healing. We all can be healing to each other. That's how I see it, you know. And
sure, that's fine. I can only advise my viewers. I can speak about my own experience. I think it's best you ought to wait until you're a bit more established in the same way that women like to wait, for example, to have sex with a man before, or they want to wait to have sex with a man to establish, okay, are we just seeing each other? Is this going to be a long-term thing? I also think men should perhaps wait a bit before falling into being a provider.
They weren't providers. For them it was natural thing, you know. For some people.
Go ahead.
I had a question, just kind of, I don't know how to face my question, but kind of like towards you, like, how do you expect to not be a provider like at the jump, but you expect them to be obsessed and in love with you from the jump?
Oh, it's very easy because of my charming
Brian,
demeanor.
hit the crickets. Hit the crickets.
But
where's the button?
No, look, again, and I'm prepared to be with the right woman. I'm prepared to be the provider from the jump. Also, however, I will say, women who are so into you, there are some women who will be so into you, what's the term? They don't need that.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
Plenty of women will like be so attracted to a guy, or just really like fuck with a guy because of his personality or whatever, his humor, maybe his status, whatever it may be. they're just happy to be with him. And in actuality, what I would argue is that, take for example, a guy who's really wealthy or a guy who's really famous. I'm not saying like, bro, I'm a fucking YouTuber. I don't have a big head about this, but like, take for example, I'm trying to think of like a male musical artist that like women are really. Take like who's like I'm trying to think of a
Tyler
male.
Childers is a big one.
The Weeknd?
Right now.
I don't know, but
Not
like
The Weeknd.
I would argue that actually a lot of women like would not have the negotiating power. I feel like Andrew Tate says this way better than he uses. Andrew Tate uses the example of Chris Brown. Now I don't think Chris Brown is the ideal example here, but like a lot of women will go and fuck Chris Brown without any expectation that he'd provide anything. A lot of them will probably like go above and beyond, and you can replace Chris Brown with a more desirable guy, I guess. Whereas the guy who's making $40K a year, they're gonna look to him who's less capable of spending money on them, and they're going to expect him to do all the providing and provisioning and blah, blah, blah. But if a guy's high status enough, that shit goes out the window. That's when girls will end up becoming simps. So, and I'm in favor of female simping, by the way. I believe in female simping. Now, so sorry, your question again was, okay, how do I expect that? Yeah. I would argue that actually a woman who's okay with you not providing, that's actually a way to screen out for very high interest women. Because they will, I don't want to use the word tolerate, but they're fine with not providing. They're just so into you for perhaps other reasons. And it also weeds out gold diggers too, I think.
Okay. Nice, thank you.
But like if the girl is like, don't get me wrong, like if I really like the girl, and it depends on the dynamics too. Like if she's a career girl and she's making good money, she's making 6 figures, like, okay, we can do, like, you can pay your own shit. Like,
right.
We're both adults here.
Right.
But if it happens to be the case that I'm dating somebody who's not quite, well enough along in their career or whatever, I'm significantly out earning them, then I can take care of it. It's not a problem. But she's got to be just for me. There can't be other guys in the picture. Like if I come, here's my view, right? And I don't know, maybe I'm fucking delusional. If I come into your life, the other dudes are a wrap. First date, goodbye. The other dudes have to be gone. There can't be other dudes in the picture.
So you're offering girls to be your girlfriend on the first date. So you see someone and say, now you're my girlfriend.
That takes a little bit of time.
That's it. Okay, you see, it takes a little bit of time.
It takes a little bit
for
of time.
You. Of course, yeah.
She's got to be in waiting.
In waiting.
Girlfriends in waiting.
How long?
Waiting, crying,
6
see the,
months.
oh my God, Brian.
6 months, 9 months.
That's all right. That's
Girlfriends
nice.
in waiting.
Okay.
Yep.
So,
These gold diggers are whack donated $100. If you say no to a coffee date, you're missing the point. No one has to get ready for a coffee date, and it cuts the bullshit, money and the makeup. Latina on the right, what do you think?
Latina on
Which
the
one?
right,
Which
what do
one?
you think? I think you. I think he's talking to you. He's talking to you, girl.
I mean, I'm totally fine with a coffee date. I'd rather do that first than be stuck at a dinner with someone I don't vibe with for like 2 hours.
Word.